Hi everybody, I'm back with a share, and I did get a chance to do some crafting, so kind of happy I was able to do some. So I want to show you first what I used to make the cards that I created. The first set is actually using inks from Paper Tray Ink, the Pine Feather, Ocean Tides, Aqua Mist, Pure Poppy, and Scarlet Jewel, as well as this rock candy distressed glitter. And then these stamps from the Greetery and dies, as well as one Paper Tray Ink stamp set. So this is actually the postage set. I don't know the name of it because she doesn't always put the name on her packaging, and sometimes I mix them around. So this is the postage frame die, I guess you could call it. It's not a frame, layer die. And then I used this banner and bow stamp and die set for my cards. And actually I didn't use the die set, I just used the stamps and the stencils. There's a set of 4 stencils in here, plus one big layer. So I used the stencils to create my cards, and here is the insert that has the information about how to stamp and use the stencils. Also, this stamp set here, I used for the inside sentiment of my cards. This is from Paper Tray Ink, Inside Greetings, Holiday Magic. I don't know, Bessie doesn't really have inside greetings that she releases. Most of hers seem like for the outside a lot of times. So I just went digging around in my stash for an inside sentiment. So these are the cards. And actually, the cards are very similar to each other. These first two, I kind of changed it up a little bit. This is rustic white cardstock. So it's kind of an off-white with brown or black flecks in it, in the paper. And there's the die cut. And then I did all my stenciling and stamping on one layer. And then I added, of course, oh, I forgot to mention, I used some Nouveau Crystal Drops in a Christmas color. Let me get them out here. This color is Red Berry. So it's a glossy drop, and you can see where I used them for the berries on this card. So I showed you all the ink colors. This paper is the matching cardstock Scarlet Jewel, and you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see the sparkle in this card. But this is the same card done with Pure Poppy. That's one of the ink colors I used as well. So I decided I would try it out and see how I liked it with the Pure Poppy as the card base. And then on the inside, I've also cut another layer so I could stamp my sentiment, and then use the color of the base of the card for that ink there. And then this one has, I think it has a different sentiment, actually. Yeah. And that's done in Pure Poppy. So I did do variations of this card. The second variation I did was with white cardstock instead of the rustic white. So this is more of a bright white color. And the ink takes to this paper a little bit differently. But you can see with the stenciling, it's pretty much the same sort of look and everything, but because it is a white cardstock, it's much brighter. And then I switched out the color of ink here. This is Aqua Mist ink, but on these rustic white cardstocks, I use the Ocean Tides. So that's the reason that it does appear a little bit brighter, because I switched the color out just so that the tone was a little bit brighter on the white. So these are the two cards that I kind of did together as well. And then again, on the inside, they are stamped with those same sentiments, I believe. So I got to make 4 of the, of that card with variations. Let me just put that over to the side here. And then I made another set, and actually this set uses the Written in Ribbons set, and I'll go through those. Let me show you the Written in Ribbons stamp set. So this is the written and ribbon stamp set. It does have a die that coordinates. So I used that. And I stamped a bunch of the sentiments, or of the big ribbon pieces, stamped and die cut. And usually using different colors. So there's one variation of the colors. Here's another. I did it also in a green. And then let me see if I can pick out the joy in the other color. Okay. So these are the 4 words that it has in the stamp set. And as you can see, I did pairs of the 2 colors that I used for the ink. So let me show you the ink that I used. It is this new the Stamp Market inks that I have. Let's see. The green one is Forest, and I don't know if you can see that, Forest and Cactus. Okay. Those are that's what makes up the green ribbon. The word holiday. And then the Mary is done with the new cotton and lipstick colors. That's how the Mary was done. And then the Joy was done with tropical teal and emerald isle. Those 2 colors there. And then the last pair, which is this piece, I did citrine and navy. So when I did the navy over top of the citrine, it kind of changed the color of the navy a little bit. So it looks a little bit more of a green color, I guess you could say. But those are the 2 colors I used for the piece. So I stamped a whole bunch of these because I wanted to use them for some cards, and I just die cut a whole bunch so that I would have extras if I wanted to make more cards with these different color combinations. So let me share with you the cards that I made. And the other supplies. So for this set of cards, I used this, it's kind of, I don't know what it's called because it doesn't have the name, and it's in the wrong packaging. But you'll see the die cut that I used here. I used the largest of this frame here. It's not a frame. It cuts a layer with a decorative edge. And then this set here, there's actually 2 stamp sets here. One is the trees, which are called Fur and Foliage number 2. And this is a layered tree set. And then she released another set that is kind of an add-on called Tree Trimmings that decorates the trees. So I used the sentiments from this tree set here, and then the layers also for the layered stamp for the trees. So here we go. I actually have 3 cards because the 4th one, I really messed it up the first time through, and I didn't want to use it, so it looked really bad. So this is the layered tree set, and I used the stars that were in the stamp set for the trimmings, and gold heat embossed it. And then there is the written ribbons. It says Holiday Greetings, and I used the red and pink with the red card base. Now this cardstock is again coordinating colored cardstock for the lipstick ink color that came out recently. So that is and you can see the die cut that I used here. It has a really nice edge to it. And the holiday is popped up on foam dots. And then here is the sentiment on the inside. This again comes from the Tree Trimmings stamp set. So that's the first one. And then these next two cards look pretty much the same. For this, you can see what I did was use the Tree Trimmings stamp to decorate the trees. And I only gold embossed the center tree. You can see it here. I'm kind of holding it so you can see that flash of gold. And then this one says wishing you joy. And again, the joy is popped up. And there's that edge die cut. And then here's the sentiment for that. Again, part of the Tree Trimmings set. And then the last card I made, very similar to that one. This one's Let There Be Peace on Earth. And again, I did use the gold embossing powder to emboss the first tree in the middle. And then the inside of that one looks like this. So those are the 7 cards that I was able to make. Oh, I'll mention also I used an additional green color for the trees because the trees are actually a 3-step stamp, layered stamp. So I used the leafy as the 3rd color along with the cactus and the forest color. So those are my cards. I hope you enjoyed them, and I will hopefully come back with more to share. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.